getting a bus YouTube video because I can't really be bothered to read Plato's Timaeus right now. Just because I'm kind of overwhelmed. And like, considering that I'm gonna be on a bus, like, what's the, like, when I get home, right, it's already like, it's pretty quiet. And you know, I was just like sitting there listening to, fucking prescribed pills to offset the shit. And I was like, you know, I was chilling really hard and thinking about my day anyway, so it's like I may as well film the YouTube video now instead of later. Check this out, though. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was looking through things in my bag when the bus came. So, and I had this, I was eating this, and then I had to like put it in my bag. So I'm not gonna be able to finish this, but I can't throw it out yet because I'm on a bus. Also, just like, these Sydney buses are super cool. Like, you guys should be fucking mad jealous, you know? Look at that, like, ambient print shape with, like subliminal fucking Sydney Transport Australia. What does STA stand for? I don't know. Bus seats are super cool, though. Like, it's amazing that they decided to try and make them so comfortable. Like, it's just like, you know, like, the family couch that's been super saddened. It's like that, but it's like the most ambitious family couch ever. Like, it's been sat literally by millions of people. And millions of... Anyway. So yeah, I was already thinking about my day, so I'm gonna do the recap. Today's just gonna be a recap, and I have a couple of stories to tell. First off, I want to tell this story of this time I used to live in a share house with a bunch of people, like 14 people. I always say a different number. I think it's because like it changed the amount of people so many times, and like I just say it in the ballpark, and like there would have been a time when there was exactly that many people in there, because like they sort of came and went in like weird waves. Like there'd be like a wave of leavers and a wave of coming inners. I think they would just like wait till people leave, and they're like, okay, we need more people now, and they go like 3. I actually visited one of the friends from the share house today, but yeah. So what I first story I want to tell is like this one time I was there and they had this vat. They were just like collecting the fat from all their dishes instead of putting it down the drain. For some reason. I mean, for obvious reason, but they just didn't know what to do with the fat, so it was just sort of like aggregating. And it was really old and it was gross. And then so one day they're like, we're gonna deal with this. And a lot of people that didn't have cars, because we were all like, it was like a uni accommodation, and a lot of people had like come from far away or something like that. My ex had a car, I think, but I don't know, like, I was just really like, they were just like, we need to get rid of it, and I knew that the place was like down the road, and I thought like, it would be so funny if I freaking just walked, down the road holding this vat of fat and oil all the way to the recycling place. So I was like, alright, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. And like, in lieu of my really good friend Jesse, who just like, has just such a profound, like, proactive desire to make things epic. Like, he uses music in the background to make events epic. Like, this is just a very him thing to do. But I was like, oh, this is like me destroying the one ring in Mount Doom, right? Like, I have to walk all the way to throw this thing in the bin. And it's like, also the place that gets rid of the fat, where I lived back then, like, the place was fucking it was inside, like, this crazy fucking building that was like built into the side of like a mountain. Like it was really intense. Like it was built into limestone. I remember that being like limestone all around it and stuff. It was just crazy. So I was like, oh, this is exactly like Mount Doom. All right, I'm gonna go to Mount Doom and like through this lot in Mount Doom. And so I intentionally played the Lord of the Rings soundtrack while I was walking down here. I don't know. I feel like I might have actually been like ranting into my phone about something as well. I don't know. I feel like I was doing something thoughtful while I was carrying it, or maybe I was just standing there just being really embarrassed. It was also like leaking onto me. I don't know. I feel like I was writing something down while I was doing it somehow, but yeah, it was just leaking onto me and like the music. But I listened to the soundtrack from the start, so I just had really like the fucking Hobbit songs, where they're in like the Shire and everything's chill. Like there's the occasional freaking like, you know, chromatic median in there, like fucking going to a minor third in a major key or something. But like, it wasn't that bad. It's like there's just like, oh, Bilbo is gonna wear this ring. Like you know, you got like a little foreshadowing of the evil theme. You know, that little. But it was like, it wasn't like that. It was like, wee, 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 and then it just wouldn't. You play the rest of it because it's not evil time yet. Anyway, so I did that. That was fun as hell, as heck, as flip is my favorite one. Fun as flip. Imagine flip like if you say flip, that just makes you happier. Like you're swearing at something. What the flip? Like it just makes you sound like you're reacting to someone who just did an ollie. Like, oh, he just did a kickflip. What the flip? So it just kind of makes all bad things just seem like kickflips. Shitty kickflips, if you will. But yeah, so I did. That was one thing. The reason why I'm thinking of this is because I think I had to do something similar. I think I had a thought where I'm like, I should play a soundtrack while I do this stupid task to make it awesome. But I don't have to take any lot out. I don't think that's on my schedule right now. So I don't know. Maybe like I love these. And they're like it's like I'm in a little house that moves through the suburbs. It's like if like I don't know. I really like this bus because I don't have to sit on it like a freaking noob, dude. I'm sitting on it like a pro. This is like I'm sitting on it like a pro right now. This is what you do if you're a pro. Look, and like I got the awesome changing background behind me. Have you ever seen a fucking vlog with this interesting a background? Probably not. I literally can't remember the other thing though. That reminded me of this. I mean, I guess the other thing that I want to talk about is what I'm gonna do. So my goal is to finish the Timaeus tonight, which I woke up at like 12:40, and then I immediately went to my friend's house. I was gonna print out my footage first, but I went to my friend's first, which is useful because I didn't tell him I was going. I just came there, and then we started having like an argument about. He was talking about fuck man, I would tell you, but I don't want to like turn the camera off and have to look at it. So it was just about like the normal things. He just did something like what was it? It's like, oh yeah, the artist's job is to like question themselves at every moment. Is this beautiful? And then I was just like, already wrong. The artist doesn't have to question themselves shit. Like I was like, oh, like the artist, like an artist doesn't have to question themselves at all, which is just true. Like it's just still odd if you don't question yourself. Like what? I'm not questioning myself right now. Do I look like I'm questioning myself? Yeah. So look how beautiful that is, man. I love how like sometimes if you like there are parts of Sydney where the architecture is so old, if you just like look at it and you don't have like proper background, you just think you're in like another time period. Like walking around Sydney genuinely just feels like you're just like swapping time periods, because like there'll just be houses that there'll just be entire streets and it's like the newest house on it is from like 1920. Um, yeah. Like, imagine going in there and trying to steal some, like, secret information. I want to do that. I want to break in that. If someone steals secret information from, I don't even know what secret information the freaking, I mean, I think Lycott actually disappeared. The friend that I just saw today wrote a short story, and he kept talking about how Lycott, so like, I assume the guy that Lycott is named after disappeared, so maybe he disappeared, and he's in that council. Maybe. Maybe I can find out. Maybe there are awesome secrets. Maybe you have to break in and just like accept the risk that there might not be awesome secrets and just be like, alright, well, there's either awesome secrets or there isn't, and I'm not gonna find out if there are by not breaking in. But yeah, I mean, I'm only there for the secrets. Like if there's like ways to make money, like I don't know, like secret government. I'm pretty sure they don't even use that building anymore. It's like literally unlocked at night. I've like walked in there like 3 times, like at night randomly. And it's really scary that it's unlocked because it's like they want you to like what are they doing? They want you to walk in on their meeting. Like what is this freaking Sonic Tails gets trolled? I don't want to walk in. Like I think the fact that they want you to walk in on that meeting is more suspicious than whatever else they could be doing. Sorry, I gotta get dynamic with the angles. Anyway, what was I saying? So, yeah. Wait, what the frick? Okay. Look, the main thing, okay, I'm just gonna go in order of, like, not temporal order, just order of things I'm excited about. The second thing, so the first thing is, I'm gonna go home tonight and read all of the 10 manuals. I'm at, like, page 1482 of this PDF that this philosophy professor gave me. And it's just like the Plato PDF that he teaches his students or whatever. I assume that he has like a physical, I don't know how that works. Like that would be crazy if you like went, oh wait, they do give PDF readings. That's weird. Anyway. And he's only taken notes on the Phaedrus because he's like freaking a Doridian, so he just only cares about the Phaedrus apparently. Like I've used that PDF to read like Euthyphro, Apology, Meno, Credo, Republic. Like he hadn't taken any note. There was no highlighting on like all 5 of those dialogues. And Symposium, I read like, because I was using another translation for Symposium, but like I've read a bit of Symposium from that as well. And it's just like no notes, like no highlighting, and then all of it was in the Phaedrus. So I guess he only gives a shit about the Phaedrus, which is kind of fair because Phaedrus is dope as hell. Yeah, I just found that so funny for the reason, because it was also only the parts of the Phaedrus that Derrida talks about. Like it wasn't even like, oh my god, it was so good. It was like this guy really loves Derrida, huh? Anyway, so that I'm excited for because I think this is such a good idea. I think filming in dynamic locations, it's like I want YouTube to be like a map of the entire world, right? It's currently a map of like one angle of of people's bedroom. But like there should be YouTube videos about buses as well. Like why aren't you guys step up your game? We need to map the entire world in YouTube videos. I'm also gonna I'm gonna go on this bus for way too long because I'm just having way too much fun on this bus right now. So yeah. Sorry, I'm flicking my finger now. So that's the one thing. And I'm making this video. I'm like talking about it so much so that if I don't do it, I get cyberbullied on the internet. You know, I should be able to escape. The internet shouldn't be escapism. The internet should be accountability. What was I saying? So that. And the reason I'm excited to do that is because I want to do that. And then The second thing I'm excited about is I called my friend today because he was one of the ones that got a 7. If you've seen my last video, you know how I like use various instruments to like ensure that I'm being determinate about things and like, you know, acting overboard, like acting further than I would need to, like acting more intentionally than evidence stipulates I should act. Like I have no reason. I really had no idea why this guy would become relevant to me. Like he's a really good friend, but it's like, you know, we're not currently in like an arc. I wasn't in this guy insert names mood. I just call him like Joaquin. I wasn't in a Joaquin mood. But then I rolled a 7 on him, so I'm like, damn, okay, I'm gonna like try and interact with this guy. So I just sent him a bunch of text messages at 4 a.m. last night. Then I was like, fuck, like, I actually sent things to both of my 7s this week. Oh, I always say this week because I imagine it will take like a week. The actual dice get rolled like every time what's it called? The dice get rolled every time like every time I complete it. Like every time I've given like, you know, like it's not just about fulfilling like, oh, you know, oh I got like 2 7s, but I do 2 7 things. Like it's just like, because if you roll a 1, it would just be like you have to sufficiently like kind of like not interact with this person for a bit, or not go out of your way to interact with them. Obviously these people interact with me. Again, it's not like a predictive device. It's just like a device that like says, okay, you're gonna do this much. You're gonna unnecessarily do this. Like you're gonna do this arbitrarily, right? You're gonna do this simply because the dice says so. Because I would have not reached out to this guy if I hadn't rolled a 7 to him. But I did. I was like, all right, well, he's a 7, so I'm gonna go 7 that bitch. Sorry for swearing. And I did, and then I like calling him a 7. I don't know. Oh, this guy's not a 7. This guy's like a freaking 9, dude. This guy's so handsome. Anyway, you can roll a 9. I can't roll a 9. I said that. Anyway, so I ended up going to, yeah, I called him, and I told him I got a haircut, because this guy was like, dude, I told him I was gonna get a haircut, and he got so excited. He was like, dude, oh my god, I'm hyped now. You can't not do it. You can't not do it. I'm so excited now. So I was like, alright. I told him, so now that I got a haircut, I was like, alright, I'm gonna tell him that I got a haircut. And he heard that I got a haircut with his ears, and he's like, oh, you gotta send me a photo. So I sent him like this really cool photo. It looks super cool. I look really good in that photo. And but it's edgy as hell. It's like such an edgy photo. Like, but I didn't even care because it looks so good. It's like, yeah, you know what, this guy can deal with it. This guy can deal with my edgy swag. And then he showed his mom. He thought it was so good. He was like, can I take a screenshot of this to, what's it called? What do you say? He was like, can I take a screenshot of this? This is the same guy that does the Lord of the Rings things, by the way, that I was talking about earlier. He's like, can I take a screenshot of this for like historical purposes? Like, because he was like a timestamp, or he just like wanted to like record the history of my haircut. It was so nice. And anyway, he showed his mom, and his mom was like, oh, that looks very good. He does this like voice of his mom, which is like so inaccurate and so accurate at the same time. She sounds like a fucking character from like that English TV show where the kids are like high something spooky high school. Anyway, yeah, so that's why I did her voice like that. But she's like, oh, and anyway, the main thing is that, dude, this guy plays Magic the Gathering with his mom. Like, I play Magic the Gathering because I kind of hate it, because it's like, it's such a like, it's like a so similar part of your brain that does philosophy, but it's just so horrible and like, just so second rate. Like, it's just like, who cares about this? Who cares about these random mechanics, bro? I want to play Magic the Gathering with my heart, dude. But dude, as a means to freaking hang out with this guy's mom, dude, this guy's mom is so cool. So I'm like, alright, dude, you've sold me already. Like, usually he like has to beg me to play Magic the Gathering with him. The last time I played with him, I was like, well, the last time I played with him was because I wanted to play Magic the Gathering with strangers, because you can do that at certain like card game shops. It's really interesting because I love talking to strangers. I mean, that was one of the things I did today as well. Was like, I talked to this homeless guy And I explained Nepeta to him because he asked me like, what was that symbol on my shirt? And I was like, dude, let me tell you about him. I was not. It was so bad. And he was like, I don't believe in this astrology crap. I'm like, yeah, dude, me neither. He was awesome though. We talked about free will, like, cause he was like, oh, I'm a Christian, so I don't believe in that. I was like, yeah, but I know Christian people. He was like, I'm a Christian, I don't believe in that. I was like, oh, so you believe in free will? And he's like, yeah, guided by God. So it's like free will, but it like can talk to God and get guidance. So it's not like alone. It's not like alone free will, which is a really weird term for like it's just free will, but God also exists. But anyway, but then I talked to him about like, cause I have a friend who's like a determinist, and she's also Christian, and she's also swag as hell. So like I was like, yeah, Christianity, like some people believe in Christianity and they don't believe in free will. And then he was like, it's not a very scary lion. If you think that's a lion, like I'm not very scared of it. And I'm like, yeah, it's literally a circle and a tail. Like, yeah, that is not scary. Neither is Nepeta. Oh yeah, also I showed him Nepeta and he was like, dude, he was like, that character looks Japanese. He has such a good accent. He's like, dude, it was crazy. He was like homeless, but he like wanted me to move on. I was having such a good time talking to him, and he was like, all right, well, it was nice meeting. Like he was like had to end the conversation. Like you had to go back to being homeless. It's crazy. Like he's like, sorry, it's been lovely talking to you, but I have to be homeless instead of talk to you. That's anyway. What else? There's a really cool skate park, but it's on the other side, so you can't see it. And I can't be bothered to turn. I don't want to turn. That's the bus around. Yeah. So I get to play Magic Gathering with this guy's mom, and so you know, like, and his mom's really smart. Like his mom has like 1 billion degrees. So like my goal. Okay, this will be the end of the video because this is the funniest thing I have to say. So like. He was telling me like, oh, my mom got really mad when I dismantled my Edgar Markov precon, and Edgar Markov is like this vampire, and I was like, dude, it's because she likes vampires, because this guy's mom loves Twilight, and always compares people to Edward Cullen. So I was like, dude, she's mad because she likes the vampire cards because she thinks vampires are mysterious and like handsome. And he was like, oh yeah, you're right, Edgar Markov is quite a handsome vampire. It was like, oh yeah, he is handsome. It's like, that was so funny. And so I really want to ask her, like my plan for when I play Magic Gathering with her is like, I'm like, oh, Luckin's mom. Like you study, you're smart, right? Like, do you ever psychoanalyze yourself? And then she'd be like, I don't know, like maybe. And then like, and I just want to say, do you ever psychoanalyze yourself with respect to vampires, or like in relation to vampires, like the most vague way you can sort of pose the question between her and vampires? Maybe this is a lot of stuff. Okay. I genuinely don't know where I am. Okay. Dude, me walking gameplay. Dude, oh my god. Look at that. Dude, don't you just want to loiter at the front of that gas station? I wish I had friends who live near me. I actually do have friends who live near me now. I don't know if they're gonna stay my friends. I was like walking through the park the other day, and there were these guys that were like rallied around some fucking gadget, and so I walked across to them and I was like, hey, what are you doing? Because they just had this gadget, and it was kind of ominous. Because I kind of just assume all gadgets are like evil. I might actually walk near that park. I kind of just assume all gadgets are like evil, so I just like assumed that they were trying to like, I thought it wasn't moving, but I thought it was a metal detector, and I thought you guys were just trying to detect the metal under that thing like really well, like fully detect. Like that's just what I assumed they were doing. Anyway, and it turns out they were locals, so that's cool. So maybe I have friends who live near me. I mean, they're not really close to my house, but they're in range. I actually kind of maybe need to think about where I'm going. Um, okay, let me finish my story. Oh yeah, I just want to explain why I think this is super funny, because it's like saying with respect to vampires. I think it's like the vaguest possible way you could bring up the vampire questions, like, I just find with respect, like all the Aristotelian, or like Plato's, like like your pre-specialized terminology, like I think it's like with respect to and like in itself participates in, like all those phrases, admits of. I remember I was hanging out with my friends, and oh, I forgot what she was saying. One of them was saying some shit, and she's like making a claim, like I'm like, oh, do you think admits of degrees? Like I said, like justice or coolness. It's like does it admit of degrees? I was like, no, it doesn't. I was like, dude, this was like the craziest day ever. I was just like reading Republic instead of hanging out with people, even though I was with my friends. They were all hanging out and getting food and hanging out, and I was just reading Republic in the corner, because it was like, two of them hadn't seen each other in a really long time, and they're like really close. They're like doing all sorts of crazy shit, like, it was crazy. So I was just like, you know what, I think like this interaction is gonna leave with me and everyone more happy, and me like more, like less feeling like a derivative sort of thing. Like I didn't want a third wheel, so I just made my own wheel maybe, but I wasn't third wheeling, like, one of them, like, it would just be like I would just hop in when it was like super opportune for me to talk, because I didn't really want to like wait around at a time where it's half opportune to talk. And I also kind of don't like the idea of like, if two people want to connect on a basis more intimate than I'm capable of joining in on, like, I don't want to, I would prefer them to do that, because just intimacy is just cooler than small talk anyway. So I was like, reading my fucking book, but I remember I said admits of degrees, and then this other girl that was there was like, what the hell does that mean? It actually makes a lot of sense. Admits of degrees is like completely normal English. But that's what I mean. I think those words are really funny, where they don't have terminology. They're not like fucking saying a priori or some shit. Well, actually, what am I saying? They're speaking in Greek. I don't know what the hell they actually said. But just like, yeah, admits of degrees, participates in, like, in itself is so good. Because it's like, they just have to, they're sort of just like weird non-literal pairings of these, like, what are they called, prepositions? With, is that a preposition? Am I thinking of the right class of word? I love prepositions, bro. Alright. I think I might be done. This is where we passed earlier. But you still can't see the skate. Okay, I'm gonna take you to the skate park. How about that? This is so long. Alright, you got to go to the skate park. I love this skate park. This skate park has this like insane 2008 energy. This whole park does. But oh my god, skate parks is such a beautiful idea. Like, this is where I just love the idea of skate parks where you go even if you don't skate. I don't know why. Because otherwise, if you don't skate, it's just like really dynamic, like, infrastructure. Like, I came here, I remember, I used to be addicted, I get like kind of addicted to like one type of food at a time. And I was addicted to like nachos from Guzman and Gomez. So I'd like walk all the way to Guzman and Gomez, and then walk a little bit back, and I was watching fucking, like, I was listening, because I was like eating, but I was listening to hold on. I was listening to Essential Salts, I think, his YouTube video series.